Alright. Whose funerals are they? 4 funerals and another funeral.
There's 1 definite funeral and 3 expected funerals.
Reminds me of that Harry Enfield skit. Was it 4 funerals and a wedding?
There are no weddings, only
I
funerals.
know, but yeah, well, to be honest, who gives a shit about the weddings?
Well, we did the wedding last time.
Oh yeah, that went out well.
That was good, wasn't it? That was nice.
Yeah.
Didn't she look lovely?
They're happily married.
And happy ending? Question mark?
She's fine. I saw her the other day. She looked great.
We've unfortunately heard of the death of Barbara Windsor, and she unfortunately passed today. Today is the funeral. A few of you are stood. You see Phil Mitchell there, Grant Mitchell, there's Frank Mitchell. All the EastEnders people are sort of sitting around. Everyone's got a bit of a tear in their eye.
I'm seeing the coffin and those 3 mateys around it. They're the ones that basically dance while carrying the coffin. I reckon.
Yeah, so they've been brought in as the official coffin dancers for this coffin. For this funeral. Anyway, so the mood is fairly somber. Obviously, these guys are dancing, but everyone else is quite unhappy. Most of the people in the town have turned out to give her a good send-off. Meanwhile, the Wolf and Warwick Davis have returned from a little mini-adventure that they did on Wednesday. Well, they'll tell you, but they've returned from that. Wolf, this guy here wants to talk to you. So as you go to walk past him, he's going to come up to you to talk to you.
Go away.
He's like, hey, I saw what you did the other day. I like your style. I might have a bit of work for you. Come back and see me after the funeral. I've got a few people that I think I might be able to introduce you to.
Give me your gold.
Come see me after the funeral. There'll be
No,
more
no.
gold.
I don't think you
than can
understand.
imagine.
I'm mugging you.
Oh,
God.
okay. My bosses won't be too pleased with that, and they have sent me explicit instructions to contact you and give you a series of jobs, so I wouldn't suggest doing that, Squire.
What do I roll to mug?
Do we notice this?
No,
Yeah,
I
everyone
won't.
will
I
see
won't.
this. Okay.
I won't.
20 seconds into the campaign. Here,
No,
buddy.
Really mugging someone.
It's all good. I'll leave it out.
Anyway, he says, I think you'll fit in very well with my crew. So you come back and see me after the funeral, and I'll make you very rich, my wolfy friend.
Maybe.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay.
Okay, so you guys approach the congregation and everyone sobbing. These guys are doing a funky dance. 2 of them have the coffin on their shoulders. They're kind of like doing a weird Russian crouching dance with the coffin.
I like this remix of the song.
Did hear she wanted a particular Caribbean funeral. It's true.
This seems very Barbara Windsor.
Yeah. They eventually put the coffin down with the close friends and family up the front.
Why is Randy on by the coffin?
Randy's particularly sad.
I'm gonna have Mark Hamill sit next to me like a dog on the floor.
Okay, yeah, Mark Hamill's on the floor. Father comes out and he's like, Barbara Windsor, she was a very talented barmaid. She lived a very happy life with her husband, Frank. Towards the end, she struggled, but she had a peaceful end. She was much loved by all of us here today, and as we can see, there's such a fantastic turnout. She would have been so proud of you. If anyone would like to say any words, please say them now. And Phil Mitchell goes up. He's really sobbing. And yeah, he delivers his eulogy and sits back down. Then his brother goes up, delivers a similar eulogy, crying. He goes and sits down. The vicar says, well, if anyone else would like to say a few words.
I'll swiftly take the lead on that one. Just a couple words.
Mr. Motivator, I know that Peggy was very fond of your flute playing. She told me how beautiful it was at the wedding. Yes, it would be lovely if you could say a few words and maybe perform a little flute.
I shout from the back. Hey, Mr. Motivator, you need a singer again.
By all means, yes, please join me. Work, Davis. Just say thank you, Barbs. One of your favorite things I ever saw you do was bar a wolf from the pub.
There's a small chuckle amongst the audience. Yeah, like fond memory.
Fond memory.
You what, mate?
Yeah, I'd like to dedicate this song to Babs.
Warwick, your singing wasn't great, mate. Not gonna lie.
It was better last time.
So you pull out the wooden flute that you were given in the pub the first time you went in there. When you look at it, it's got the words Peggy scratched into it. It was the flute she had when she was
Oh.
a child.
Oh.
It sounds lovely. It's really kind.
Oh,
Everyone's like,
fantastic.
oh, that's lovely. And then Warwick Davis behind you starts going, oh yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, baby, yeah, darling, oh, Barbara, we miss you so badly, oh, yeah. Time for you to go straight up now to tavern heaven. We're gonna love you. We're gonna miss you, Barbara, with your candelabra. We're gonna miss you all day long and all night longer. Gonna miss you, Barbara. It doesn't really go with the flute, but like, you know, whatever.
Oh, thank you.
You finish off your song and you get a slight applause and everyone gives Warwick a funny look. but they appreciate it. I mean, they appreciate that you tried, but obviously it wasn't good.
I'll scurry back to my seat and hide underneath it.
Mark's wasn't terrible. He had the tambourine, you know, it was going. At least it was in time. At this point, the father's like, okay, so now we're going to take the coffin out to the burial grounds. Anyone that would like to join us for that, we'll say a few words on the grave, and then we'll be having the wake in the
Can I
tavern.
carry the
across
coffin?
The road. We actually paid a lot of gold for these guys. They're very good at it. They do it in a really good way that Peggy would have appreciated. So thank you for the offer, but we have these guys. They've got a special choreography going on. Yeah. Leave it to the professionals. They pick back up the coffin and they do their funky dance moves. And they're actually spinning the coffin round like as they're dancing. It's like a
like one of those sign guys. Sure, the whole congregation's moving at the same time. Where's the music coming from? This is magic. Is it a speaker coffin?
Yeah, it's got the speaker. It's odd. No one really knows what's going on, but there is music.
Is it Bluetooth?
She wanted to be buried with it for some unknown reason.
Someday I plan to also get a Bluetooth coffin.
That'd be pretty epic, eh?
Where are we going?
We're burying her over here
Just
in the corner. Behind the pub. So they lower her down into a crudely dug hole that was already there. Yeah, the guys go either side and they get out a rope and they're sort of lowering the coffin down.
I say, Alexa, play fart noises towards the Bluetooth speaker.
Obviously, it doesn't work. There's no such thing as Alexa.
Oh, but there is Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah, but it didn't hear. It heard farm and not fart, unfortunately. Or I typed it wrong anyway. In a rush. One of the two. Anyway, so you hear one of the guys. He's like, Alexa, play the coffin dance.
Oh, God.
Why is there random sheep?
You needed farm instead of fart.
It's like playing coffin dance on Bard Tube.
Bard Tube.
It's this long tube. It works like cups on strings. And
No copyright.
There's a load of bards that play music on that into one cup, and you can pay to have a string delivered to your house. You listen to the other cup. You get a lot of different artists on demand.
This is good for cupping a string and bard music.
It's they've got like a big amplifier in it. Anyway, so they bury Peggy, and Phil comes down, he throws a handful of mud onto the grave. And then Frank also does it. They're all kind of doing their dance as they throw it. Doing like a funky like body pop. Anyway, that pretty much concludes the funeral. The father says a few words, he does the ashes to ashes, and everyone starts making their way back to the tavern following the Mitchell brothers.
Party time!
For the wake and celebration of Peggy's life.
Yeah, back to the pub.